I think either I have the wrong day or the wrong address. This doesn't look right at all. I have an interesting morning this morning. What the fuck? That is Washington Square Park. Riding your bike through here is punishable by like a $150 fine, which I agree with. I'm already late and I don't want to have to ride around the entire park, so.
Just saw this.
Hey, that's me.
And I was like, dude, I gotta fucking talk to that guy. And then here you are,
yeah,
dude.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Okay, maybe you've seen that crazy, amazing series on HBO called The Jinx. This guy edited the whole thing. He had a much bigger role than that, but this is the genius behind that. I think this is where I'm going. I hope you're having a good day. So far mine sucks. I didn't run this morning and got up early. I mean, I always get up early, but I left the house early to race to this event that I agreed to do. And I got to it just now, and the event is until tomorrow. So there's nobody to blame for my so far shitty day, but that doesn't make it any less shitty. Now, I'm sure this wasn't done on purpose, but if I had an angle grinder right now, I'd cut this bike in half. This is my bike. Here. This is some dipshit's bike. And this dipshit locked his lock through my brake cable. So I can't get my bike free because this moron put his lock through my cable. I'm gonna undo my whole cable to free it without breaking the bike, but like... This is my brake cable here, disconnected from the lever, pulled it out from the lock, now I have to reconnect it. So far today I've complained about screwing up my own schedule, and I've complained about somebody locking my bike up. I don't understand why people complain. It only seems right for me to dedicate this entire vlog to complaining. Thus begins the complaining vlog. Let's chat a little about complainers. Generally, a complainer is a person who doesn't take responsibility for their own action. A complainer is someone who would always talk about why they failed instead of how to succeed. Now, there's one simple reason why it's never ever okay to complain, and that is there's always someone that has it worse than you do. Let me give that a little context. So when I think about some of the things in my life that I'd want to complain about, some of the really hard things, and then I give them any sort of real world context, they aren't that consequential. Let me get really specific. When I was 16 years old and I had to drop out of high school to get a terrible job to support my new baby, that was pretty rough. You know, that is a big enough excuse for me to justify any actions I take in my life. I know, but I couldn't do this because. To embrace that as an excuse to complain. But the truth is that's not so bad. Dropping out of high school, like really not having much of a place to live, having no money, having a baby, being on welfare, like all those things really suck. But in the grand scheme of humanity, it's not that bad. Bear with me. I turn on my computer, I go to a news site, and the first story I read is about migrants from Myanmar that are stuck on a boat, stranded, because the Thai government won't let them into port. These are people just like you and me, and they're literally starving to death, and this is right now. I don't mean to be so extreme, but these are the things that I remind myself of anytime I want to complain or bitch about something in my life. You realize that there are people just like you and me who at this very moment are truly facing things we're lucky enough to go our entire lives without ever having to experience. Okay, let me tell one more story to back this up. One more story where like my feelings around complaining and life in general were really set straight. 3 years ago I did this project, led like a very small relief mission to the Philippines after they had been devastated by Typhoon Haiyan. This is some of the video here. How's somebody's home?
Good.
People didn't have water, people didn't have food. You know, these people had nothing. Their livelihoods, their life, their existence had totally been stripped away from them. And what struck me the most about the entire experience, all of my time there, was not once did anyone complain. But they had lost everything, and they didn't complain. And they all focused on one thing. They focused on change, not complaining. And because of that, I do take it personally when people complain, because the truth is, most of the time, people who complain have nothing to complain about. Who cares if I went to a meeting that doesn't start till tomorrow, and who cares if some guy locked up my bike brake cable? It really doesn't matter. If it's broken, fix it. If you don't like it, change it. And if you want something, take it. Don't complain about it. Just do something about it.
If you need a motor car, you pluck it from the trees. If you need pretty Polly, you take it.
Candace is taking Francine to the baby gym, and I'm hoping to catch them and go for a second. How was your day? Did you take a nap today? Did you sleep today? This is the baby gym. What do you say, Francine? Do you think she likes it?
I can't tell.
It is funny. I have to run back to the office now to catch up before I cut out for the day. So I left Candace and baby at the baby gym getting their workout on. It's dark out now. Definitely glad I saw the baby earlier because she is most certainly in bed.